welcome into Rock Painting 101. I've got the final 2 candy corn trick-or-treaters for you today. Now, if you missed out on the rest of them, that's okay. I will link to them below in the information and at the end of the video. We've got our Pennywise and we've got a vampire. Both of them are super fun. They might be my favorite too, so I've saved them for last for you guys. So watch the tutorial and follow along so you can make your very own set of little trick-or-treaters. You can hide them around town on Halloween or even before, or you could even decorate these and pass them out to trick-or-treaters. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, we've been working on our little trick-or-treaters now. This is going to be the last set of trick-or-treaters. I hope you've enjoyed this little mini series, I guess you could say, of our little candy corn trick-or-treaters this year. I've got 2 more fun ones for you, and we're just going to dive right in. So I'm going to go ahead and line the outside of the candy corn here, like always. Give us the shape, right? And we've got the top part and we've got the bottom part. All right, so for this one, we want to make sure that we've got some space over here because we're going to have this one holding a little balloon in his hand. And then the other hand can have a trick-or-treating bucket. All right. Now for this one, he's going to be filled in white, and I've kind of debated back and forth, maybe doing brown along the bottom here. So I'm just going to go ahead and start laying him in as white first, and then we can kind of play around with it if we don't care for how it turns out. So white sometimes needs a second coat, depends kind of on how much gets sucked into the rock. But I just want to get that down first so it has time to dry in case we do need a second coat. There we go. All right, and then we're going to do the brown on the bottom, and I don't have my big brown around, so we're just going to make do here with our 1M. All right, so for this guy, he'll have a little jack-o'-lantern bucket. So we'll give him a jack-o'-lantern bucket. We'll fill that in so we have time to do that later. I think I have some black on there. Most of this guy's decoration is going to be on the face, but we do have a few things that we're going to be able to do on the outside here. We'll fill in our red balloon. Okay, and he's got the kind of red crazy hair that kind of comes off to the side and kind of goes around to the back like so, and it kind of comes right along to the front like that. And our white's going to need another coat, so we're going to let him sit like that while we start number 2, so our white has plenty of time to dry. That's the best part. If you're working on these, you can kind of toggle between. Make sure you're giving them some dry time in the middle. All right, so we're going to start again with our basic shape. Like so. All right, for this one, the top I already know is going to have a widow's peak, so we're just going to add that right away, like that. And then here's our waistline. And on our little feet, we forgot the feet on the first one. And then for him, he's going to have a cape coming around and meeting in the front, and then swooping down. So around from the back to the center-ish, we'll give him a little button or something, and then swoop it down and around, like so. Now I still have not found my 3M black. So we're just going to use my big giant one to fill in as much space as possible to conserve my 1M ink. It's the only pen I tend to need to replace. Definitely use it the most. There we go. We'll go back in with our black and fill those in. I'm going to do red for the bottom here. And now I'm thinking hindsight, I should have done my white first because I need white in the body. And we're going to do red on the underside of his little cape here too, just for fun. So let's get him filled in with white, and then we'll go right back over here to our other one. Be extra careful not to pull that black in. Okay, so we'll go back into this one. A little bit more white on top. This actually dried. A lot of times it looks more opaque, but when it dries, it's thicker than you think it might have been. So we'll get that going on there. Add on our feet. Like so. We're going to outline our hair a little bit. Now this is kind of fluffy stuff, so you don't have to be super precise. Kind of make it fluffy with your lining too. Like so. I still want to have that line there that separates the top from bottom, even though they're the same color. And let's see if I can line his pants. Now, if you don't want to do this particular clown, you could definitely go with the polka dot pants and things like that as well. So you don't have to do Pennywise. It's just, that's what's kind of out and about right now, so it's easy to create him. I didn't do a bucket. His arm, he would have like a little sleeve maybe right about here. He can have his other one underneath his sleeve, but we'll give him a bucket. He needs a bucket for his candy, right? He might have a mummy bucket. Okay. So let's fill in all this little detail work with black while we're waiting on this white to dry. So I kind of almost like this one without stark white, because it's kind of almost gives it a gray tone, like he's dead, which kind of works. Here we go. All right. So we'll go ahead and do his eyes. We're going to do a nice wide smile. And we got to add on our teeth, and we'll fill those back in white once that black dries. And now on this one, he is going to have a red smile. And he's even going to have a red nose. Just like that. Let that red dry second before we add on his eyes. And then these two are going to be just about finished. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to add the white in this bucket so we can give him a mummy bucket. And we can do that while we wait. Let's give those eyes a second. We can add our little face. And these little micron pens come very handy for these tiny little details. You just want to make sure you don't press too hard. You don't want to get paint lifted up onto it. Okay. Oh, these guys are almost finished. Got this one little area out here that didn't get white all the way to the edge because we were being extra careful there because our black, I think, was still wet when we were doing that. Okay, we need highlights in our eyes. Maybe his highlights should have been red. I don't know. Oh, I need to fill in his teeth. Oh, highlights in his eyes. Got a little black on there. All right, these guys are just about finished. Super cute. All right, I'm just gonna clean up his teeth using the micron pen too. Just gonna go right along the top, and then I'm gonna bring them to a nice little point. There we go. All right, you guys. That's it on the trick-or-treating series. These have been so much fun to make. If you didn't catch the rest of them, I'll show you a sneak peek and I'll make sure that I link to them at the end of this video, and I'll put it in the description area below too. So we've got these two guys. We did a jack-o'-lantern, a witch, a ghost, and a Frankenstein. So I hope you enjoyed these cuties. I know I sure did. Everybody have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon with another tutorial. Bye-bye.